Breaking overnight, Grammy Award-winning singer Meat Loaf has died at the age of 74. His 1977 record, Bat Out of Hell, still one of the best-selling albums of all time. To be honest, sadly, I remember that album. My older sisters had it, and I remember I was actually scared by the artwork on the cover, but learned to love his music.
He was quite a performer and entertainer. Over 65 million copies of that album were sold, if you can believe that. No cause of death was announced as of yet, but according to a post on his Facebook page, he passed away with his wife, Deborah, his 2 daughters, and some close friends at his side. CNN's Chloe Malas looks back on his life.
Meat Loaf performed sweet suburban melodies with dramatic flair, unleashing the lyrics of composer Jim Steinman.
I go out on a stage as if it's I will, and that's what I've always said. If I'm going out, I'm going out on a stage.
Meat Loaf, where did that name come from?
The real story is that there is no story. The real story is that kids. I was about 8 years old. I've been called Meat Loaf since I was about 8.
Meat Loaf, or Meat for short, was born Marvin Leah Day in Dallas, Texas. But even Texas wasn't big enough to corral his talents. Meat Loaf would go on to sell more than 80 million records worldwide, one of the top-selling musicians ever. His 3 Bat Out of Hell albums became staples in college dorm rooms. The first one selling 43 million copies.
Bat Out of Hell 1 I was not ready for. I had a nervous breakdown. I went to just a psychiatrist for 2 years. And I went with him to deal with the word star.
Meat got a hold of his demons. He starred on stage and screen at the Rocky Horror Show. And Bob Paulson in Fight Club.
First rule is, I'm not supposed to talk about it. And the second rule is, I'm not supposed to talk about it. And the third rule is, I'm a member.
Off-screen, he married twice, became a father to 2 daughters. And Meat Loaf entered reality TV, Donald Trump's Celebrity Apprentice. In an infamous episode, he blistered Gary Busey.
You look in my eyes, I am the last person in the world you ever wanna with!
Such harsh yelling, a stark contrast to what launched Meat Loaf to international adoration. That operatic voice.
All I would do everything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't do that.
You know, we never learned, Bianna, what it was that he wouldn't do. But I just think folks, again, like, who don't know him or his work through time, so many great songs and so many great, not just cameos, but he acted. He was a real actor in a lot of great movies.
He gave 150%. He actually said in an interview that he approached songs as if they were a play. And you see that in music videos and stage performances. He said he gives it his all. So I would hope that many people now who haven't heard his music will turn to it and download some of it. It was great.
Some good
and our
stuff.
thoughts are with his family, obviously, his wife and his 2 daughters.
No question.
Well, still to come.